How much blame do the Bengals deserve for Joe Burrow's injury? Is it Joe? Is it Bengals?
To your point, too, I mean, he took 51 sacks the year they went to the Super Bowl, which led the NFL.
Yeah.
And they went to the Super Bowl, and they were a drive away from beating the Rams. But, yeah.
His numbers of sacks in his career, I mean, it's like
it's
200.
unbelievable. This is very concerning for me. It's getting frustrating, and I feel for him as a former quarterback. Mike Brown and the Bengals should have addressed this a long time ago. This should have been fixed. And like you mentioned, he's had 3. We'll see if this one, at least 2 season-ending injuries. If he's out for the rest of the year, this one, it could be 3.
Yeah.
But in 6 years, that's unacceptable.
Yeah.
Right? You invest in the first overall pick, you got to invest in the guys around him. And I know that it's the NFL. You can't predict every single injury, and you can't prevent them. But what you can prevent is your quarterback taking 200 sacks in 71 games since he's been in the NFL. That is 2.8 sacks per game. That is 9th all time. Not since he's been in the NFL, all time for amount of quarterback sacks. That is unbelievable. That should have been fixed after his rookie year, after 2020. That season, he took 32 sacks in 10 games. He took 8 in 1 game against Philly. Then he turned around and took 7 the next game or a couple games later against Baltimore. Ooh. And then he eventually tore his ACL. Since that time, guess how many offensive linemen the Bengals have drafted in the first round? 1. And it wasn't until 2024 when they took the right tackle, Amarius Mims, out of Georgia. Now, I'm not saying...
And he worked. He's been pretty good.
Yeah, he's been good. Well, he's been decent, but... And I'm not saying they haven't addressed the issue, right? They went and got Orlando Brown, and they got him. They got Ted Karras up front.
They got Alex Kaplan.
Lucas Patrick. Yeah, they went and got some other guys, and they drafted some guys. Dalton Risner's another guy they added. But for whatever reason, I don't care how many guys you have added, your process right now, your evaluation process is flawed, and it's not working. And I know they know how to evaluate talent because they went and got Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and Joe Burrow. They're finding guys at the skill position, but when it comes to the offensive line, something needs to change. They need to fix that issue. And you say, Mims has been decent, sure, but an issue I have with it is last year, and you use Pro Football Focus, I think they're great too.
They are.
But at left tackle, Orlando Brown was 66
he was terrible.
out of all left tackles in the NFL. That is one of the worst. The guy that was worse than him was Mims. And I know he's a rookie, but he was 67th for right tackles in the NFL. And guess who the 2 starting right tackles, or the left tackle and right tackle, were this season? Both Brown and Mims. And that, to me, is just saying we care more about our investments than we do Joe Burrow, because they paid $64 million for Brown, and they went and spent a first-round pick on Mims. If they're not getting it done, who cares? Cut your ties. I know you want to let them develop, and those are your investments, but you're not doing right by your quarterback. They have to get this figured out. If they don't fix this issue with Tobin and Mike Brown, and they don't have a general manager. They have kind of by committee, director of player personnel. They all kind of
it's like a mom and pop.
Yeah, shop. They all say, okay, well, let's take this guy or that guy. I don't even know who makes the picks for them. But if they don't figure it out, then this could be the end of Joe Burrow's career. We could be watching. I'm not saying this one, but it could be very soon, and we could be watching in real time one of the biggest what-ifs in NFL history.
I'm with Cody, man. I see this year his toe injury. You said it was 2 reads, but I watched him look at his slant. Didn't like the slant. Pressure was on him.
No, it was.
Quick pressure. In 2023, his hand, it was clowny. Inside move, quick pressure.
It was.
Drove him to the ground. Boom. Yep. And then in 2020, he threw a 3-step fade. 1, 2, 3, fade real quick. Got on his knee real quick. So it was quick pressure, quick pressure, quick pressure. So quick pressure, to me, I'm going to put the blame on the O-line. Y'all getting him fucking banged up. If it's the O-line problem, I'm going to put the blame on the Bengals. But to your point, man, the Bengals are trying. You said they trying. They signed Kappa. They signed Karras. They signed Brown.
They did.
Yeah,
they
and
draft
somebody's
Mims.
hurt right now. That's why Cody Ford's in. Cody Ford's trash.
Right. They draft Fairchild in the 3rd. Not the 1st and the 3rd, but he a starter. You know what I'm saying? He from Georgia, so they trying, man. Sometimes you try. You can't really cut. It's the business part of the league don't let you sign a guy like Brown, and if he trash 1 year, cut your ties. Like, bro, this shit just don't work like that. Draft this guy first round, and if he trashes, bro, this shit we just got too much invested in him.
But then you end up with Burrow with another injury. That's.
Hey, that's like a 50-50 thing. We trying. Shit, it's freak of nature shit though. Like, you know what I'm saying? You get through on a 3-step and fall into his knee. Like, any left tackle could have let that happen, because he really blocked him real good and kind of dumped him he almost dumped him into his knee. So it wasn't a bad block. You know what I'm saying? Clowney, he got the ball off. Clowney came and hit him. I mean, it's freak of nature stuff. It's times where they protecting the hell out of him as well, and he finding his 3rd read, Higgins downfield and throwing touchdowns. So If they wasn't trying at all, I would put the blame all the way on the Bengals. But they fucking trying. They signing guys. They drafting guys. They trying. You know what I'm saying? It's a balance. At the same time, shit, I seen Tom get his shit knocked loose a few times, and he not out for the season. I seen Peyton get his shit knocked loose a whole bunch of times, and he not out for the season.
You think
so
Burrow's sensitive?
Burrow a little fragile, and the team could do better on the O-line. So it's a 50-50 thing to me.
But that's my point. It's not a few times. Like, since Burrow's been in the league, they've had a bottom 10 offensive line every single year. And I know they're trying, but that trying shit's over. Like, you're going to lose Joe Burrow. He's going to be a what if. He's going to be an Andrew Luck
But what else
situation.
can they do, though? They could predict the future and say,
get a new
Brown
GM.
just came off winning a Super Bowl with Mahomes. Why wouldn't we draft that left tackle? He just won a chip.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but last year he wasn't it. He struggled, right? And they paid him in what, $64 million or whatever it was.
Did.
Cut that shit. Cut those ties. Go find someone at left tackle that's not going to let him get hit. And I'm not saying Brown's not a good player. I don't want to be disrespectful to him. I know he's had a good career in the NFL, but at the same time, 2.8 sacks per game. That's 9th all time, Aqib. It's not
so. Do Burrow ever hold the ball?
But he also stands in there. And I'm gonna stand up for the quarterbacks. That Super Bowl.
All right. Well, if you know you
stand in there taking hits off. He takes 3 steps, hitch, ball, taking a shot in the chin and getting it out. And you know what he does? He hops up, says, "That's on me, guys." Pats up his offensive line.
All right. Well, if you know you're that guy, if I'm just a little bit fragile, maybe I should throw this shit away and not stand in there.
He's waiting for the deep shots for Jamar Chase to hit.
Maybe I shouldn't do that as much. If I know I'm just a little bit fragile, I get hurt a lot. Let me help out my O-line. If I don't like that shit, throw it away. We could play some ball.
But even last year, he puts up the numbers that he had. Like, I mean, he went insane last year.
He
was still fourth.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like freaking nature shit that's going on. You got to take the good with the bad. He hold the ball a little bit. He get hurt. He a little fragile. You know what I'm saying? So you got to take the good with the bad.
But if
the Bengals like, we fucking trying, bro. What you want us to do?
If you put anybody in that situation to where they're going to get sacked over 200 times in 71 games, like, I get it. I get that there's injuries that aren't preventable. I'm not saying that doesn't happen. You could get sacked one time and have a career-ending injury and be done.
All them sacks is not on the O-line, though, is my point.
I'm not saying they all are, but what I'm saying is the more that it happens, whether it's Burrow's fault, the O-line's fault, the GM's up front, whoever it may be, just you have to figure it out because it's been consistent. It's not like, all right, 2020, we had a bad team, he got hurt, the O-line was bad. That next year we addressed the issue. No. They went to the Super Bowl, but he still was the most sacked quarterback in the NFL that year. Then the next year, you're like, all right, okay.
But why though?
Bottom 10.
They're not the most sacked quarterback because the O-line is just trash. They're the most sacked quarterback because the O-line is okay and because Burrow hold the ball.
But they've ranked bottom 10 based off of production. This is
that's bottom 10. Burrow is part of the problem, is what I'm saying. Yeah. If you holding the ball, you're part of the problem. So what they do, they tell Burrow, hey, throw the fucking ball. You don't tell Burrow how to play quarterback. There's no such thing as the ultimate O-line who don't get our quarterback touch. That shit don't happen.
No, it doesn't. But you don't get 2.8 sacks per game. You don't get over 271 games.
Caleb do.
If you have a good O-line.
Does he hold the ball?
Yeah.
But and everybody who hold the ball, if that's your style of play, you hold the ball. Shador do, because he got a style of play which hold the ball, and create big plays. If that's your style of play, you're going to be sacked more. It's my point.
No, I agree with you.
At some point, you've got to pivot.
So many times on game film to where it's 3 steps, ball, he's hit. 3-step hitch, ball, first read, Jamar Chase. I'm getting hit when I shouldn't be.
Right.
That bottom 10 is not because of the sacks. It's because of win rate. They're losing quickly. They're losing at the point of attack, and then Burrow's getting hit because of that. I'm not disagreeing. There's plenty of times on film you can go back and look, and he's holding it for 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds because I want Jamar Chase to get down there, like Kinsey said. I want to find T. Higgins on these explosive plays, but a lot of that is on the offensive line. And maybe I'm biased because I'm a quarterback, but when I go back and watch the tape from those years, there's just so many times where tackle loses right away. Guard loses right away. You can see Burrow going, hey, Roger, we're going right. Running back goes left instead of right, misses his pickup, and he's getting hit for that. Whoever's fault it is, I get that some of it's on Burrow, but at the end of the day, if they don't get it fixed and they don't get an offensive line to protect Burrow and they keep going down this path, this is going to be Andrew Luck 2.0. Burrow will be done, and it's going to be a sad day for football because we're going to say this could have been the biggest what if in NFL history. And
by the way, Andrew Luck didn't love football. I don't care what you say, he didn't love it.
He got hit a bunch because he got.
But he just didn't love it. He didn't want to really do it for the rest of his life. You both have made great, valid points, but I'm with you on this one. In the end, you can't take the Burrow out of Burrow, and we all love him, but he's just going to do this. It's what he is. It's how he was born. It's what makes him great. It's what makes Mahomes great. And all I've heard the last 3 or 4 years, his line they don't protect. No. Pat Mahomes runs around, he's looking, he's trying to throw a home run, he's looking, then he's going to take off running, and he gets sacked. It's the O-line. Well, not really, because you can't hold a block for 7 seconds. You can't. And with Joe, he doesn't run around as much as Patrick does, but he's going to look to get the ball deep to Chase and to Higgins and to that Tinsley kid he's got now. He's going to try to do Joe Burrow things. And the injuries he suffered have been freaks of nature. This was the all-time freak of nature. The tackler has him by the foot and is pulling back on his foot, and it hyperextends his big toe until the ligament rips. Okay, now to your point. I can't explain this. You want to do injury gods. You want to do, bad luck, bad karma. I don't know what it is. But somehow, some guys are brittle and some guys are not brittle. I can't explain it. But Joe Burrow always looks like, even though he's 6'4", 210-ish, he still looks like he has a kid body, like a big kid body. He doesn't look like he ever got his man body to me. He doesn't play physically, but he's got high pain threshold because he will stand in there and take the lift.
Hell yeah, he got guts.
Hey, he's got big guts. Maybe too big because he doesn't have any self-protective mechanism in his body.
Yeah.
After a while, Tom Brady finally realized, well, if this play is over, I'm going to live to play another play, and he just ducks and covers.
Yep.
Well, Joe won't duck and cover. He's going to stand strong and
work
make
on
that
the short
throw.
Game. Get it out of the way.
but it's
Your
hard.
O-line sucks.
It's hard to coach that into a guy.
But I'm saying, like, you can't. I know we're saying fluke injuries, but the reason that he's having a chance for those injuries because the amount of times he gets hit, that percentage goes up.
No, I got it.
You're giving yourself an opportunity to get hurt. And I promise you, man, it's not always Burrow. There's a reason that this offensive line has struggled. There's a reason they brought so many damn guys in because it's not working, and guys keep getting, or guys keep losing.
I feel that, Cody. But I'm saying, all right, if Burrow got the highest sack percentage, who got the second highest sack percentage? I bet you that motherfucker not out 3 times. Like, it's just.
Well, the other one was Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones had 200.
Well, yeah, with Daniel Jones, he's been out for the season.
He had an ACL. He's been hit. Yeah. Daniel Jones got sacked over 200 times. I think it was 201 times in 6 years with New York. So that was kind of my point is guys like that, yes, I could go out tomorrow, team could sign me and say, hey, Kessler, come play for us. I could get hit the first play of the game and my knee could be gone. I get that.
Like Russell play like that, though.
Yeah,
Russell dip and whoop and move and whoop. And I ain't seen him been out for the season yet. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And that's true. That's why I say that injuries aren't always preventable, but you give yourself a higher percentage of getting hurt when you don't protect your quarterback or Burrow that holds the ball, whatever it may be. And fine, even if I say it's on Burrow, then okay, we've got a quarterback that might hold the ball a little bit longer, then we've got to get a better offensive line. We need to get guys that can protect for 4, 5, 6 seconds, not that are 66 in Pro Football Focus and 67th and are struggling with their win rate.
But if I'm trying, if Cody, I know Cody gonna hold the ball, I need to get him a nice left tackle. What about the motherfucker who just won the chip? Let me go get him.
I don't disagree.
All right, well, if he get here and shit,
but it's not
eat an
working.
extra cheese steak every day because he got real money now, I can't do nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying. You know what I'm saying?
But that was my point is, okay, we saw that they struggled last year on the outside.
You can't fire him, Cody. It's the business part of it.
But then
we locked in with this motherfucker for 2 or 3 years
that's what I'm saying. But then this year going into the game, right tackle was Mims, left tackle was Brown again. Nothing changed. And what happens in a couple games, Burrow's out and out. I mean,
but why would I change anything when he just fucking went off, though? You could say they played bad, but did Burrow look bad? He looked like he was damn near the MVP.
He got sacked almost 60 times or 50
But that's because how he played, though. To me, that's how he played.
He led the league in yards.
He led the league in yards.
Like, I want to
damn
go
near
deep.
in touchdowns. Like, shit, I'm not really going to change.
They went to this. I
want Burrow to do that same shit he did last year, and let's play a little bit better defense.
He still got sacked 48 times last year, I think it was, which was tied fourth with Sam Darnold.
And
that's not a recipe for success. That would make you want to protect your assets.
Was Burrow.
Well, let's
That's
see.
all I'm saying.
Let's see how Brownie handles with this O-line. We're going to see what he does with it. But I do want to. You talked about Daniel Jones. I want to touch on this before we.